Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Starfinder, No Place Like Home, our titular adventure set in the sci-fi realms of the Pact Worlds and the like, featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support my channel, keep the lights on, and allow me to do all these cool, crazy, and amazing things. Welcome in, guys, how we all doing?
Oh.
Hi!
Wow. It's so good to see you all. I am very,
awake.
very excited for today's game. Now, before we kick off, we obviously are a little bit behind. We had some tech issues this morning, and we've just been resolving them. But we are now ready to embark back upon the stars. So, before we kick off, we have a couple of things. First of all, we have our sponsors. We have the people who keep our lights on here. Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork. Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects. And Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. Be sure to check out all of these cool things because they, hey, they make my game look good, and I'm sure they can do the same for yours as well. Now, in addition, we have, of course, our lovely players who are going to be embarking on today's game. Playing the role of the Solarian Captain Gareth is none other than our friend Cookiemon Steve. G'day, Cookie.
Good day.
We then have, as our medical officer and scientific engineer aboard the Morning Phoenix, is none other than Elwyn, a human who had been raised among the Kasatha on Iadara, a very, very cool character, played by our dear friend, Cass. Hi, Cass.
Hi!
And of course, hailing from well, it's kind of a harder thing to explain, but the spirit of a former champion of Galarian, housed now in a robotic body, a master of robotics and engineering. We have, of course, Mercutio, played by our dear friend Marcus, aka Coreshift.
Oh.
Hello! Then, of course, joining our group as the security officer, armed to the teeth with various weapons and tools for their trade, we have the Skittermander Medellin, played by our dear friend Votaria.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Currently taking a bit of a siesta in order to rest and recuperate is Syl, who plays the pilot of our valiant vessel, a android e-gamer, June 30. We wish you speedy recovery. Hope you're doing well. Definitely chill out, and we enjoy seeing you in chat. Yay! Then, of course, last but not least, the first mate and, of course, fellow guardian of the crew and the Morning Phoenix, we have the Patra barbarian Carlina, played by our dear friend, Melly.
G'day.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm also great. Okay. Of course, we have one last person to thank before we start today's show, and that is our, oh yes, that's right, thank you for reminding me. I do have to apply, because Syl ended up winning a natural 20 last night on Gatewalkers, so I'm just going to very quickly and surreptitiously put that there. So there you go. So we have Syl's nat 20 is now in effect there. Brilliant. Okay. Now, as always, we have our lovely audience members who are my biggest supporters, the guys who help me keep the lights on here, do all the cool, crazy, and amazing stuff. It's going to be absolutely awesome this month to see you guys all, you know, just cry havoc upon each other. This is going to be a great month, I feel. And if you wish to participate and have a little bit of fun with everyone, guys, there are a number of ways you can do it. First of all, just by watching the show, you have channel posts that can be used at any point in time in order to influence the game with insight bonuses, wandering muscles, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, and so many other cool things. So be sure to check those out. We then have a wide variety of rewards for those of you who have the ability to help support the channel and keep us going. I mean, look, far be it from me to say that the Dead Aussie Gamer household is struggling, but we do have overheads. We do have things that we try to cover and stuff like that so that we can keep looking as good as we do. And this is how you can help out. First of all, we have a number of donations that can, like really, really help or really, really hinder our party. We have our $5 donation, which is hero points and jinx points. The hero points are red marks, jinx points are purple marks. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from either a deck of narrative plot twists, where I will take one of these random cards and using it as a source of inspiration, basically add a narrative construct to the game. The second $10 reward is a roll from our role playbook, where I have a bunch of random encounters to inspire a whole variety of different events. But I also have the sci-fi version, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we got this sci-fi version of the roll and play stuff. So what's that? We need an alien settlement? No worries. We have a thing for this. What's that? We need an encounter mid-flight. Boom. There we go. So that is what we'll roll for the $10 reward. We'll pick a table from that depending on where our players are, and we'll roll for something. Then, of course, we have our coveted natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we get it done. We then have a $50 donation, which is a boss buff, increasing the difficulty of a challenge, or a Harrow draw. The Harrow draw is a draw from the infamous fortune-telling Harrow deck, which will come with a prediction or the future. And our heroes can either embrace that and perform the act, or reject it, either or. No matter what they decide, if they do so, they will receive a boon, secret fighting art, or a magic item from the creature within the card. In addition, they will receive a bonus 1d4 to any check made using the statistic that is listed on that card. So this dude here is the Cricket. He is a key suit, so that would be dexterity checks would get 1d4 bonus for 3 games. There you go. That's how that works. And lastly, we have our secret menu item. I love the secret menu item. So the secret menu item is going to be thus. Our heroes are currently aboard the Morning Phoenix, about to head out into space, doing space things. And we have a few varieties of friends and enemies of our heroes. We thus far have a friend of the group, which is, of course, if you remember the Sheeran guy, whatever his name was, Val. This dude here. Boom. There he goes. We also have a number of enemies for the group. We have, of course, we have the Ratchets. We have the steward guy, Sergeant Kalos, the giant, I should remove the donation bar. But anyway, for the $100 secret menu item, you will get to design your very own ally or enemy to the crew. Now, this is someone who is not going to be on Absalom Station. This is going to be someone who they will encounter out into the vast, so you guys will get a chance to have this character potentially be a pursuer of the group, or maybe they're a safe haven, or whatever. You will decide and design an NPC to encounter the group. This is obviously something that we'll donate multiple times if people want to get multiple of them, but that is entirely up to you. All right. That's it. That's everything. All right, let's get started, shall we?
Sounds like a great idea.
Let's do the thing.
A great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, also the dono was actually it's been sorted. I know what that is. It's not a dono. It's someone paying for the seat at one of the tables, which is fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, there we go. Musica. Okay. I think this is what I'm looking for. Music. Maybe. Okay, so when last we left off, our heroes, while on Absalom Station, have been running around on behalf of an evil underground gang named, the Ratchet Gang. Mama Ratchet had some beef with Captain Gareth and his crew, so she convinced Captain Gareth to take his crew into an arena run by one of her sons. After a glaring few rounds of battle, our heroes came up against a cybernetic kobold who was a little bit more than they were prepared to handle. Thankfully, however, a benefactor intervened at the last moment. In doing so, provided an escape route for our heroes to leave from, and in doing so, provided them with not only a means to keep their lives, but also a proposition. I don't want scary music. Street music. It's probably going to be wild. What do we got? Maybe. Okay. Also, hi, Knight. Good to see you. Okay. The benefactor, a man by the name of Mr. Glass, arranged for a meeting in which he revealed that the organization he works for, still yet unnamed, has its eyes on a derelict ship. A prize that they have been thinking is going to potentially be out of reach in a very short period of time. Once the spaceship goes into the vast, beyond the scope of near space territory, it becomes a scavenger's market. Anyone who takes anything will basically pull the ship apart for bits and pieces, leaving nothing to be picked clean by even the vultures. So before that happens, Mr. Glass wants a group of entrepreneurial individuals to head out towards the edges of near space, intercept the vessel, and procure a few items. First of all, the data logs from the ship. The second, a vault within the actual structure itself. And I think that was it, right? You need to get the vault and the data.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So that is where our heroes now set their sights. But they were also provided with an extra piece. They were provided with a very cocky, very self-obsessed cyborg. A specialist technician by the name of Boyd. An orcish gentleman who definitely gives you more cyber hacker vibes than anything else. In your company, Boyd has the location for where you need to head, and you're just about ready to go. If there are any lost supplies that you would like to pick up from Absalom Station, now's the time to do so. Otherwise, yeah.
Do we have lots of ammunition?
You've got enough ammunition. Most ammunition being non-analog, you usually just need a charge more than an actual bullet, but you know.
I
Yeah,
was thinking
before
more for
leaving
the ship.
before leaving the station, Merc will probably pick up a couple like computer parts and some extra like screws, bolts, stuff like that.
Just some sundry repair supplies. Not a problem.
Kinda, yeah.
As you go around Absalom Station to the markets and the like, you do realize that you are being kind of like watched to a degree. Let's get you to make me a perception check here. Now, while we're doing that, is anyone going with Mercutio to pick up these supplies?
I'm gonna go with him to make sure there's someone watching us back.
Sure. In which case, you can make a perception check as well, Kalina.
Okie dokie.
Okay, a 16 and A 22. Nice. All right. As you look around, yeah, like I said, there are a few people who are kind of watching you and stuff. You can't help but be a little bit paranoid. Mama Ratchet ambushed you guys in this area before, and then you know that this is kind of her area. Escaping probably did not sit very well with her. But as you are looking and picking up some materials, somebody hands you something, Mercutio, a PDA, quite an expensive one from the looks of it.
Ooh.
They seem to like have trouble making eye contact. They sort of shy away as they hold the device out to you. You see Cat Ratchet.
I love her.
She says, I'm sorry about, everything. I'm glad that you guys got out.
Oh, this is a two-way thing, not like a pre-recorded message or anything.
No, it's her. She's handing you she's holding out like I said, like when you're looking for various parts and bits and pieces, you're mostly looking at scrap, things that people have discarded, stripped, or sold. But yeah, what she's actually holding looks to actually be a complex AI algorithm. It's like an upgrade for an AI.
Oh, okay. So my brain heard that I was handed a PDA by someone and that she was appearing on it.
No. She's
okay.
Yeah, she's handing you.
It's actually her.
It's actually her. Yeah.
Okay. That's Merc will take it and well, thank you. I really hope we don't cause any more trouble for you.
No, it's okay. The family's kind of always been sort of like that. I'm not really big on the whole violence thing, and my folks, they tend to attract people wanting to get revenge on them and stuff, and I've kind of lost a lot of siblings, uncles and aunts as well, and people get angry because that's just business, and that's just how the family works, and it's what we kind of get told. But I don't know if you guys can forgive my brother Simon for his thing with the arena, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't come back and try to kill my family or anything.
I have. Oh, good.
It's not your fault, Cap. We don't hold a grudge.
She nods and she says, "Okay. Look, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I used to do a bit of programming and stuff. This should help your AI make it a little bit more robust with some of its basic activities."
Immediately, Merc is thinking about Expo wanting to go on a murder spree.
You watch his. Meanwhile, we cut back to Expo at a vending machine. Gareth is trying to get like a Snickers, and the Expo just pours a cup of hot coffee that it bought from the vending machine into the vending machine. The vending machine then stops working. La-da-dee, la-da-da, and then he floats away.
Well, let's hope that this fixes some of the eccentricities it's picked up.
I don't think it'll do that, but it will definitely make it better at a few different things.
Well, we greatly appreciate it, and I'll even make sure to let Gareth know.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And she'll kind of like go to try and say something, but then seem to hold herself back, and she'll say, "All right, well, wherever you go, I hope that you stay safe." And then she She will leave.
Merkel turn to Carlina and go, you know, she's a good kid. Let's hope that she can be the one to change her family. I didn't even know that Mally wasn't there.
It's fair. Carlina's like, yeah, I hope she will. Otherwise, we'd have to come back and change them ourselves. Sometimes you need to use a bit of muscle and elbow grease in order to make things fit right.
Sometimes honeyed words can also work.
Nah. And Carlina will, like, storm off. I'm a badass
Yeah.
now. I don't know if you realize. My name's Carlina. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. I've still got some bubblegum, but I'm still gonna kick your ass. Okay. Done. Okay. Anyone else doing anything before we leave Absalom Station? Nope. Yep. Nope. All right.
Nope.
Cool. Getting aboard the ship and preparing to leave, our heroes suddenly watch as a dispatch notice becomes apparent throughout the station. Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen of Absalom Station, thank you so much for your attention. We have an announcement to make. Currently, several fugitives from the law of the stewards are currently about the station. We are trying to locate them for questioning pertaining to a terrorist attack earlier today. The following people... be on the lookout for the following people. And then you watch as the screen flashes by with wanted posters for each of you. As they do so, the crimes are association with... what's the word? Association with a criminal element. Vandalism, acts of terrorism against Absalom Station, and what was the other one? I don't know what the other one is. Smuggling and contraband. Of course, that was what it was, because you are actual smugglers. So yeah. An order has been out. If cited, please report these individuals to your nearest steward station. Thank you very much for your attention. Beep boom boom.
We should probably get back.
Yeah, let's go now.
And we head back.
Okay. As you prepare to leave, Gareth, someone is walking through the hangar in your direction. It is Val. He sort of waves up at you from down on the hangar bay.
Yeah, Gareth will head down to the hatch going, because he would have heard the announcement too, because
It'll come up on your
that,
instruments as well.
and it's like basically it's like, come up here.
No, you come down here.
Did you not hear the announcement?
Yeah, we're in a hangar.
But
What are
he'll
they
come
gonna?
down.
What are they gonna do? Like, just show up now and like kick the door down? I'm not coming
You
up
met the
there.
Sergeant.
No,
So
fair.
Gareth comes down.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not gonna go on there because if something goes wrong and you have to take off, I'm not going with you. I just want you to be clear about that.
I understand that.
Oh, good, good.
Don't worry, I'd have kicked you off.
Yeah, in space, you fucking loon.
Probably not.
Probably not, he says. I'm now picturing the little bug guy just floating in space. I fucking knew it.
Fucking called it. All right. He says, hey, listen. I don't know what trouble you're into, right? But I just wanted to give you this. He hands you what looks to be a gooey little lava in a jar. It's like a spherical jar. It's like just an orb with like this kind of lava in it.
What's this?
He places a hand on your shoulder and he says, Gareth, this is my son. It's
What?
not my fucking son, you idiot! What the hell, man? Jesus! Look, it's a bit.
Oh.
It's a.
What the hell?
It's a Shirin bio passkey. Okay. Look, I've got a few friends in and around the place that have safe havens. That little fella is gonna be able to point you in the direction of the nearest safe haven that my associates will have. Show them the key; they'll let you get a bit of rest if you need something while you're out and away from the pack worlds. Jesus fucking Christ. Opens a beer.
Gareth looks at it going, he's like, Jesus fucking Christ, why can't he ever just say what it is? You know?
he drinks his beer.
It's like
I swear, mammals, man. Like fucking
it sticks it into his pocket, and it's like, man, I'm gonna miss you.
Hey,
We'll be
this
back
won't
in a bit.
He says, yeah, hey, look, this won't be the last time we meet, dude. This will all blow over. And besides, money makes everything. So go earn some. And then, maybe you come back and buy me a beer for once.
You know, that sounds like a hell of an idea. Pretty sure I owe you a couple.
He nods and he'll wish you farewell. All right. He then walks off. Sorry, I saw IT dude in the chat. It's like the mammals, man. Like, I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. At this point, Mercutio and Carlino will return as well, with a wide variety of repair supplies and stuff like that. As you begin your launch procedures, all of a sudden, red lights appear everywhere over your console. The symbol of the stewards suddenly appears over everything. Attention, crew of the Morning Phoenix. Let's see. That is the symbol of the stewards. Dun 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 dun. Protectors of the Packed Worlds. This is Sergeant Kalos.
Oh boy.
Of the stewards. Your ship is under lockdown, effective immediately. Surrender yourself to the authorities, or else. Resistance is futile.
Yeah. Gareth is going to take a look at whoever's on the bridge with him. Probably June and Boyd and Expo. It's like, break the lock now.
All right.
I don't care how you do it.
All right. I need a computing check. Let's see what kind of computing check we can do here. Just 1 second. Let me also get this going. Aha. Characters, June. There we go. Skills, computing check. Okay. With a dirty 20, June manages to unlock the landlock. They sort of pry off. Sergeant Kalos, once again, I repeat, cease your illegal activity immediately. I will not say it again. Gareth, think about your crew. If you take off, we will have no choice but to blow you out of the sky.
Did we get the stealth thing up and running? We don't have a stealth thing.
we don't have a stealth thing. We didn't get that one. Now, here's something you know. They will not open fire in close orbit around the station. It's the reason why the station won't shoot itself, basically.
Yeah. Sorry, frog in the throat. Push off, but stay close, get an angle. We're going to jump as fast as we can, but we're going to have to jump from close.
Jun nods. It's a very tricky maneuver, but Jun thinks that they can handle it. You begin to take off, and you hear the steward sergeant yell, "Garrus!" And then you watch as Exo go, "Enough of you!" Boop!
Thanks, Expo. Merc, Carlina, be ready. It's going to be rough. We need everything.
All right. As Jun begins to pilot the ship, dang! With a critical success, Jun basically is like weaving, like skirting the edges of Absalom Station, like literally like as low as she can get before the actual spaceship lanes, ducking, dodging, weaving, diving up and down, and basically you can see at this point several patrol cars. Now, the difference between a spaceship and a car is literally the difference between an airplane and a car. So your spaceship is like flying low enough that they are sending cars to try and stop you because their spaceships are too big. So they're flying upwards to where you are and now in pursuit. You hear the sounds of the alarms coming up behind you. They move in and out and duck, but thankfully with a critical success, Jun has no problem. You actually hear Jun sort of reciting video game codes, using them as like sort of maneuvers to like sort of move the ship in and around through the various like buildings and stuff, and without like missing a beat, ends up losing the patrol cars pretty quickly. That is when you break into the space surrounding Absalom Station. But as soon as you do so, you can see that there is a blockade. Your drift drive primed and ready. Captain, you need to tell me what location you would like to drift to. Now, the drift drive will take you to anywhere that the that these lines point to. I don't know if you can see that. See, there's the let's see. Let me pull this up here. Legend. No. There we go. Does this path key? Here we go. Okay. Alright, I got it. Cool. Alright, so from Absalom Station, you can drift drive to any of the locations that you can see along each of these different paths. You can drop a little early. You can also drop in at a nearby hub or location. So, for example, you could travel from Absalom Station, following the drift through to, say, Thosm 5, which is over here. If you choose to do so, then that is the direction you go. If you want to go to the Veskarium, again, you can go to the Veskarium. Just depends on where you want to go. If you don't want to enter the drift drive, you have all of the planets on the Pact World to head towards. But it'd basically be you going there at your own speed. So it could take you a couple of days to get from place to place.
Yeah, and we've got to run, and we've got to get through the blockade.
Mm.
I'm just sorry. I'm looking at the map here.
Okay, so you guys are over here, by the way.
Yes, yeah. So
I wish I had a different
doesn't-
color. Can
I'm
I
assu-
should probably set a different color. Hold on.
I'm assuming the green circle is where we're actually needing to go. map?
Yes, that is what you've been informed.
So he doesn't want to go directly towards it. I think Tabard Minor
There we go.
over. Yeah. I can't ping, but
Oh.
Tabard Minor over on the right side.
Yep. So you want to go to here?
Yes. At least we're going to start.
Okay.
You know, that's
So-
the heading we're going on.
Okay, so what that'll mean is you're going to use the drift drive to get to about here. And that's
Oh,
where
okay.
you.
So we're following the big orange lines.
Yeah, those
My
are
mistake.
those are the drift places. That's the drift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then he actually wants to. I didn't want to go that close to it, unless they can tell we're aiming at Tabard, even though we're going the drift. Or it's
No, they won't be able to tell where you're going until they do a proper trace.
okay. So rather go the other way. So we're gonna look like we're heading towards the Vescarium,
Mm-hmm.
if that's okay.
So you're heading.
But we're
So you're gonna head this way.
yes.
Okay, and where are you heading?
With well, I mean, we're going to head for Polanis, but the intent is to drop early and change directions once we are
Okay, so you're gonna try and drop
out of
here-ish?
blockade. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Not a problem. I'll mark that as the place that you're heading. Okay. So, as you prepare to enter the drift drive, Nightwolf, to answer your question, yes, the second edition Starfinder does still have drift lanes, though because the drift broke and then it fixed itself, and now there's even more connections than there were before. So as you can see, it's basically broken up into like a ton of different pods now. So yeah. Okay, Gareth. We're gonna make another piloting check with your Advid pilot. Let's see how they go. Ooh, 16, just by the skin of their chinny chin. They begin to charge towards the barricade. You can see all the signal blares. Everyone's kind of grabbing on. It looks like you're going to crash into the barricade up until this literal final moment where the drift appears and tears open and you guys slip into that dimension. Some cursing from the stewards follows as you now find yourself surrounded by the drift.
Nice piloting, June. Did you have to cut it quite so close?
She says yes, always.
Carlina's down
Garrett
in
just-
the. Oh. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, Garrett just shakes his head and then hits the going. Engineering, we okay?
Yeah, Captain, everything's good down here. And then Carlina's gonna look over at Mercutio. I don't know why we had to get another pilot, because I could have gone that fast just as easily as she did, and I don't think I was any rougher than she was. I'm just saying.
Mark just kind of smiles and nods. And then he'll go into the comms. Hey, Captain, can you send Expo down here for me real quick? I've got some repairs and upgrades I can do for him.
Will do. Expo? Can you go down and see Merc?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Expo.
As soon as Expo gets down there, Merrick will go, all right, Expo, I got a little upgrade here for you. We're about to make you, I don't know how much better, but a lot better.
Impossible. Expo is state of the art.
Then we're about to make you perfect. As Merc pulls out the AI module for him.
Okay. Make a computing check as you apply your AI module. This will take about an hour or so. So while that is happening, Medlin, where are you and what are you doing?
I would like to hero point that, please.
Certainly.
Oh my fucking...
Well...
Wow.
Can Carlina assist at all with that?
Sure, if you want to make a computing check.
I try to help.
No.
Wow.
The two of you, unfortunately, do not have that skill. So yeah, we'll come back to what happens in a moment. Medlin,
Yes.
as I mentioned, what are you doing?
Well, after Madeline has finished removing Boyd's possessions from the captain's quarters, she does go to her room and plugs up her battery packs.
Well, as you enter your room, something is amiss. You notice that the code for your room doesn't seem to work.
Boy. Okay, Madeline calls to the captain. Hey, Captain, there seems to be some other modifications that have been made, as in, I now cannot enter my room because someone has changed the code.
Let me hit the remote unlock.
You do so, and the door will open.
While you're at it, can you reset my passcode?
I'll hit the reinitialize. I don't know what your passcode was.
You make a computing check. This is not exactly Garrett's expertise. No.
You're quite correct.
Yeah. Well, Mercutio and Carlina are busy. You'll get them on it when they're available.
Yep. The door's open. We'll sort it later.
Okay. Madeline goes into her quarters and thinks. Who would reset my code? Who is new here? That fucker. And plugs in her stuff and brings out her gun, puts up her weapons, and starts working on her gun to see why it had that malfunction and maybe why it wasn't shooting right.
Very nice. Okay. As you do so, make a perception check. as you sit down and place your belongings and the weapons out to kind of inspect them, pull them apart, and reassemble them to make sure everything's clean and working, you notice that the temperature is starting to get really up there. You take a moment, and before it gets too hot, you go and inspect the internal climate dials, and they seem to be unresponsive and set to tropical. You are very, 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 very quickly heating up.
Okay. Captain, there's going to be a little bit of death on this ship soon.
Gareth, you don't hear anything from the comms. Madeline, there is no response.
Madeline storms out of her room
As you go to
and
the
makes
door,
her way to the bridge.
the door is locked. Your authorization is not recognized. Elowen, while that is transpiring, what are you doing?
I'm imagining Elle is just reorganizing the med bay with the chemilizer and the new medikit supplies she bought. Just getting
Nice.
everything set up.
Nice. Given the weight of everything, Boyd will be there assisting you with his mech suit.
Thank you, boy. I appreciate the help.
Yeah, no worries, man. Where do you want this?
Can you put that on the upper shelf up that way? I usually have to reach even as tall as I am. That one's a little bit high up for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I can get that done. And you watch it. He puts it up on the top area there. He goes, I can help you set most of this stuff up. I'm actually, quite a tech guy.
Oh, that would be lovely. If I'm doing it by myself, the tech parts take hours, and sometimes the engineers like to, get themselves scalded or something, and then I have to stop what I'm doing and bandage them up and then get back to the tech, and then I've lost everything about the tech stuff because that's not exactly my specialty. So any help you could give would be super appreciated.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I mean, look, I know I'm only supposed to be here for a job, but, we got to be traveling together for a while. Don't want to rub people the wrong way. You feel me?
Yeah. And she kind of puts a finger to her chin. She goes, some of us are a little easier to rub the wrong way than others, but I'm generally, as long as you're not hurting people without reason, or if you're not stealing from the med bay because that screws up my ability to do my job, I try to be pretty chill, try to be pretty laid back. But some of us are a little bit tighter wound than others. And she looks vaguely in toward the direction of the security office.
He looks down. He has no idea what's down there. He's just like, oh. Well,
that's where the security office is. Our lovely little Skittermander resides down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like her very much.
He takes a bit to get used to. I don't hate anybody by default, but she's a little rough around the edges still. I'm still getting used to her and Carlina, but mostly her. I think if the two of you fight it out a couple times, you'll be okay.
Yeah, she's not gonna want to fight me. And you watch as he goes, and you watch as the two mechanical arms just sort of, you can tell it's mostly bloodluster, and he's just posing for you, just like,
yeah. Elowen laughs and gets a kick because she can, if he's putting on a show, she gets a kick out of it, and she goes, Yeah, eventually I think you two would actually maybe not be best of friends, but you two have a similar energy, although again, you're less tightly wound than she is. But thank you so much for the help around the med bay. It saves me so much time and so much stress and lets me do my damn job.
Yeah. No worries, no worries. And you guys continue putting stuff away. Now, Gareth, you and June on the bridge are taking a lot of time just kind of like making sure that you're not being followed. It doesn't seem like anyone has your trail, but you don't know how long that's going to be for. Dropping out of the drift is a dangerous maneuver no matter when you do it. You've got a good few hours before you reach the checkpoint that you are going to try and drop from. But June will warn you that when you do drop, if you miscalculate, having a look at the map that we've got here, as you can see, you will be going through into the vast in this space here and this space here. So if you miss your checkout by any margin, you're going to come out in uncharted and unmapped territory, and not only will you not be able to re-enter the drift, but you have no idea how long it would take you to find civilized space. You would be in the vast.
Okay. Do you have any better suggestions?
Look, I think it's a good idea. I think what you've suggested is fine. You just need to be aware of the risk.
It's always risk. Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't want to lead them right to where we're going. So, we'll be, once we're out, once we're clear, we will go back in, re-enter, and head in the right direction.
Okay. Our ship is beginning its travel through the drift. Now, for the next few quote-unquote days of your travel, we're just going to go into, like, slice of life, day-to-day kind of stuff. So I want you guys to, as we're finishing up with EXO and stuff, just think about what you're going to do for your slice of life stuff. Now, EXO's repairs are finished. For the most part, EXO will be able to get a +1 bonus on all of his checks associated with the ship. Wow, that upgrade made me feel incredible! Thank you, Mercutio.
We can actually thank Kat. She was the one that gave us the extra module for you.
I don't know who that is, but they're also in my gratitude.
Did it-
Expo. Oh.
Yes.
One sec. Carly was saying something.
Did it work?
I assume so. I mean, he's not sparking. How are the systems running for you there, Expo?
Checking system diagnostic. All systems A-OK.
Okay. How thirsty are we for war?
Let me check. War seems to be a good idea, but I could take it or leave it.
Oh my god.
You see, I mean, that's better than when he dressed up in war gear, so we should be fine.
I do have several thousands of megapixel bytes, whatever sci-fi thingy word, of marching music. Shall I play some for you now?
Not now.
Bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba 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 ba. He's actually just saying it. He's not actually playing any audio. Ba 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 ba.
Anyway, Carolina, do you know where that extra bit of scrap and computer parts that we had from previous repairs?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do. It's over there in that box.
Thank
yeah,
you.
some of it's box, but I store most of it in this closet over here. It was supposed to be cleaning supplies, but I mean, I don't do that.
Yeah, I got a little side project that I've been wanting to work on, and now that we have this couple days of free time, figured I might as well start it.
What are you working on?
You'll see.
You don't want any
You'll
help?
all see.
Merc will just essentially, because I'm not gonna bullshit a bunch of different random ass parts. He's just gonna give her the list of like different parts and like computer parts that he could potentially use.
Oh, yeah, I can pull the stuff out. Give me a couple hours.
And
Carlina's-
he and as she does that, Merc's gonna stick Expo's previous AI core to the side. That's my special ingredient.
Carlina's probably going to take a couple hours finding everything because she has parts stashed in places everywhere that make sense to her, but probably won't make sense to anybody else.
Yeah. Merc's also got some extra parts from his previous repairs on himself, too, that he's going to go grab.
That doesn't sound super dangerous or anything.
No, not at all.
Cool. All right.
Everything's fine.
Everything's in a place that only one person knows about. I'm sure that won't backfire in any possible way. Nope, not at all.
Just have part. Well, you can't. You don't have a lot of room on a ship. If you've got a bunch of spare parts and a junker, you can't fit it all in one spot.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, you're not wrong.
Maybe that's something that Merc can work on later, is instead of a bag of holding, like a closet of holding or something.
Sure. We can work on that. All right. As you were moving about and heading about your way, I'm going to say that Mercutio and Carlina, at this point in time, you notice that one of the corridors is exceedingly hot, like sweltering almost.
No. I fixed this. I fixed it.
This is not familiar to you, Carlina. I appreciate the improv, but I'm going to shut it down. It is a very new thing. Hence why it's unusual.
Merc,
Oh,
we might have a problem. Can you check the computer systems?
yeah, bringing him up now. He goes to his little terminal.
Somebody has put a lockdown on the security room or security quarters, and has set the temperature to a balmy 42 degrees Celsius.
Why?
Yeah.
That is 107 Fahrenheit. Okay.
No.
The first thing Merc is going to do is try to override the lock.
All right, make a computing check as you boop, 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 try to override the lock. Success!
Aha.
All right.
Critical success.
All right, Medellin, you are a puddle. Your sweat has basically erupted over your body, and you're just covered in just this soggy fur as you are just now basically just being cooked in this room. The door then flashes from red to green. It is now open regardless of access code.
Vesk storms out of her room and
Sorry, did you say a Vesk storms out of the room?
Madeline. I'm sorry, I was looking at a thing on Vesk. Sorry.
No, that's what I was just imagining, like, all of a sudden, just like, gung, 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 gung.
She just turns into a vet.
Ah!
This
Oh my God.
entire time.
Where the fuck did that guy come from?
Yeah. Let's see. Madeline storms out of her room and goes out in search of Boyd.
Sure. I mean, it wouldn't take you very long. Carlina, given Mercutio is back in what I imagine the engineering room doing the thing, Carlina, you kind of like at the door, kind of trying to do stuff on your end. As the door opens, Medellin comes out. You see them.
You okay, Madeline? You look wet, very wet.
Our new little baby asshole has fucked with my room.
And that's bad. That's very bad. And I'm sorry, but maybe you should hydrate before you do anything, because it looks like you got grilled a little bit. Just some water. Just some water.
I'll get water, but I'm a little bit more heated in. I'm a little bit heated in more ways than one right now.
I know, and you have every right to be angry, and I get that. But I think you should sit down and drink some water, because you don't want to pass out in the middle of a fight, because that would be bad. So why don't you sit down and drink some water, and keep Merc company, and just drink that water for a little bit, because you can absolutely take care of yourself, and you are a badass. But that amount of sweat is dangerous, and that's biological. It has nothing to do with your abilities as a person or as a fighter.
As that's being said, it is also not a terrible idea to go to the med bay for water, because then you can get Elwyn to look you over.
I kind of want her to stay in the same position for right now, because I know for a fact Boyd is not in this part of the ship.
Oh yeah, but okay, yep, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Carry on. I thought you were, yep. Do your thing. I'll shut up.
Medellin sits down and says, "Fine, but he's dead."
I totally get that. That makes sense, and I would be angry too. So Mercutio is going to stay here and make sure that you do not pass out, because we do not want that to happen, and make sure that you have water, and you keep drinking that water, and I'm going to be right back. And she is going to make a beeline to the bridge to get Gareth.
Okay.
Gareth, where's Boyd?
Don't know.
Because Medellin's gonna kill him, and I don't kind of want people getting killed unless it's the other people getting killed, and these are our people, and either way this is gonna be bad. She's mad.
Do you know what happened?
Yeah, apparently he locked her in her quarters and cut the heat up to 42 degrees, and she is the soggiest skittermander I have ever seen in my life. So I had her drink a lot of water, which is healthy, but I don't know where Boyd is. And if she sees Boyd, I think she might try to kill him.
Okay. Damn. Can you please go and try and... Is she in the med bay?
No, because I didn't know where Boyd was. So I've got her down in engineering with Mercutio, because at least I know Boyd is not there. I just kept her in a Boyd-free zone and didn't want her anywhere else on the ship.
Okay, can you please head down? Both try and keep her in there.
Okay.
And if you need to, tell her that that she has to talk to me. And if you see Boyd coming that way, keep him the hell out. Do we know that it was Boyd?
Captain, who else is going to override the locks on all of the ship things and raise the temperature?
Malfunction. Can you please do me a favor and cross-check that?
I will absolutely do that, sir. On it.
Thank you. I'm not arguing with you. I suspect you're right, but let's make sure.
Absolutely, sir. On it.
Thank you.
She's gonna run back down
Okay.
in.
Yeah. Rather than go looking for Boyd, he's is Boyd's direct comm in the system,
Yeah.
June? Okay. He's gonna ping him. Boyd, can you please come to the bridge now?
Boyd is lifting some stuff in the med bay and says, yeah, give me like 10 minutes. Like I'm helping out
No.
here.
No. Now means now.
He looks at Ellen.
Elle's gonna pipe in over to comms. Captain, he's helping me get the medbay tech repaired and up and running. Is there any way you could come to the medbay?
Yes.
Meet me in the middle, mayhaps? Thank you, Captain.
On my way.
Okay.
So, Gareth will head for the medbay.
Nice. All right. Sure. Once you're there, you can obviously see Boyd with Madeline. Sorry, not with Madeline. With Elwyn doing stuff.
Elle, are you at a point where you could take a quick break?
You're gonna see her do, like, not ignoring you, but doing like a cursory glance to make sure that her part of the medbay stuff is set up. Sure, Captain. Is there anywhere I need to be? Anybody I need to check on that's maybe not so keen on coming in here? Because I know sometimes some of our people tend to not want to come in here.
Can you take a med pack down to engineering, please?
And a banana bag.
Sure thing. And a bit. And if Gareth uses like the word for any wording for fluid, she is going to like grab the needles in a bag and salute Boyd. Good luck, buddy. Salute Boyd, and the captain, and then head down to engineering.
Yeah, from underneath the new machine you've got there, he kind of like the robot arm gives you a thumbs up. Boyd is kind of underneath, currently doing some programming to like get the medbay up and running. Well, it's already up and running. It's just upgrading it the way that Elwyn's new purchases are being fixed. Okay. What can I do for you,
Boyd?
Captain? He sort of says as he sort of slides out from underneath. You can see he's kind of like got some like, some tools by his side. He kind of adjusts his glasses as he sort of stands up. Where is he?
Have you been messing with ship systems besides installing the tractor?
Oh, no. I mean, messing with? Nah, man.
Did you...
1 second. Yeah. You're pretty sure he's lying.
Yeah. Okay. Boyd, we need to get this straight now.
This is one of these talks. Hang on a sec. You watch as he disembarks from his mechanical thing, mostly because it's a mixture of things. He just one, wants to show respect, and two, if he has to punch you up, he doesn't want to do it with the machine.
Fair enough. It's like, if you've got a problem with somebody on the crew, talk to them. If that doesn't work, talk to me. Do not reprogram ship's systems They're there for a reason. It's a safety issue. And I will space you the instant that I find that you have put anyone else on the crew in danger. Are we clear?
Ooh. Make an intimidation check. Nice. All right. As he steps, he doesn't step down. He just kind of looks at you, and he kind of like gives you this almost dismissive scoff. He looks you up and down and sort of says, "Yeah, Captain, this is your rig. It's crystal clear from your systems exactly what kind of ship this is. And don't worry, it's not me you have anything to worry about. And as far as talking shit out goes, that just ain't my style. Fuck with me and find out." That's how Boyd was brought up. Love my mama.
Well, with all respect to your mama, we do it differently here.
Is that all, Captain?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to follow my orders?
I'm not going to mess with your ship, if that's what you're asking. But your crew steps up to me? Well, accidents happen. At this point, Carlina, can I get you to make me a computing check, please? Mercutio, actually, while you're there, you can do so as well.
I'm not the computer person. I'm the parts person.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna look into stuff, this is how you do it. Ooh,
That's
Mercutio.
a natural 20.
Love that.
Nice.
All right, so Carlina, you likely go to Mercutio and say, "Hey, like this, Captain said to look into this." Mercutio, it is a software malfunction that caused Medellin's room to be sealed and the temperature to be put up. It was purely internal, as in there was no sign of someone interfering with it directly. There was no access point. There was no signal point. It's almost as if the system itself suddenly decided to just reprogram. And the timestamp on when this happened was before you left the ship after you'd landed on Absalom Station, and before you left your ship. Had Medellin gone back into her room before you guys left the ship and disembarked to Absalom Station, the same thing would have happened.
Do I see this over his shoulder when I asked him to look into it?
We will give Mercutio a chance to express it, and then we'll figure that out.
Sorry, I had to take the squeaky ball away from the dog for a second.
No, it's fine. I was throwing the ball to you, and I was reestablishing that you have the ball for the
I
ball
do
play.
have the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merkel kind of tilt his hollow screen head a little and go, that's curious. The system wasn't messed with, at least not by anybody on the ship. It was an actual malfunction. Like nobody sabotaged anything. It's just one of the ship's many quirks.
That's a terrible quirk. Hey, Medellin, do you want to come here and check this out?
Medellin's not there. Medellin's still in there, outside the security quarters, like you told her to wait. And Elwyn is there hydrating them. You, Carlina, are with Mercutio in the engineering bay after Gareth said to go and look into it.
Oh, I'm gonna run up and go tell Medellin.
Yeah, okay. So no one's gonna tell the captain. Okay.
No,
Wait, no.
I was going to say, Merc will pull the comms up and go, Captain, I looked into that issue and it was all internal. It's just a ship malfunction.
Um,
Boyd definitely hears that.
yeah. Can you get on a debug on that, please?
Already on it.
Thank you. It's going to cut the comms. Boyd,
He
what I
he,
said?
he says save it, and he says if it's all right with you, Captain, I've got to continue fixing your med bay. Permission to get on with it.
Permission granted.
He slides back. He gets back into the machine and slides under the slides underneath the device and continues work. Carlina, you sort of veer around the corner to where Medlin is. Now, Elwyn, actually, let's start with you. You see Medlin kind of leaning up against the wall here. Medlin is under a gross amount of heat stroke and dehydration. What do you do to treat Medlin as you arrive?
Seeing how if it's that severe, she'd be able to just tell on site that it is dehydration. She's going to banana bag and med pack in hand, rush over and just not even speak. She's going to grab Medlin's hand and try to get the fluids, like IV style, get the fluids started.
Which one?
And
I'm joking.
but
because they have 6 arms.
she's gonna banana bag. She's gonna banana bag fluid.
Yep. Medlin, your
Medlin.
response is as Elwyn comes in with this stuff.
Medlin is going to still be very angry and fuming. Her fur is soaked and matted against her, and she's gonna let Elwyn do what is needed to do, but she's going to be bitching under her breath, like that.
I mean, you could bitch to Elwyn.
Overgrown.
Elwyn's just, there.
Yeah, I know
I'm-
Elwyn's there, but I also know how
I more mean
Elwyn feels.
I mean, you don't.
And
you
so-
met. Okay, so let's scope this for a bit. You met Boyd less than an hour ago. To know how people feel about stuff, I think takes a lot longer than that. We as players know how everyone feels, but the characters, this is still all brand new. As far as Medlin's concerned, Elwyn is a confidant on your side. This is the person you go to when you're injured, you're hurt, and this is the person that hurt you. Is Medlin the kind of person to care what people think in order to stifle her voice and speak under her breath? Or is Medlin confident
No.
and actually, yeah.
Medlin will be in a louder than usual voice saying that overgrown piece of shit jackass is not going to like the next time he comes across me.
Question above table before Elwyn would respond. Would Elwyn have heard any of the comms about the malfunction in the ship, or no? Does Elwyn
No.
has she heard anything? Okay.
No, Makusha made it very clear that it is the captain he was addressing.
Okay. In that case, as Elwyn's doing her job, she's gonna go, I know you two didn't get off on the wrong foot, but what are you? You're angrier than usual when I help you today. So you wanna tell me what's up?
I really just don't like the new guy. He's arrogant.
He's pretty young. That seems to be. I haven't met many orcs. I don't think there are many on the Adari, but young, arrogant. That kind of all goes hand in hand. But it sounds like you think Boyd may have done something, but he's been in the med bay with me. He's been helping me get my tech fixed so I can actually do my damn job.
He still could have done something from the med bay. You couldn't have your eyes on him all the time he was there.
Elle, for just a moment, she just is visualizing the suit, because he's been using the suit to do the tech. Like, in her brain, she is visualizing the suit. And Boyd's pretty big even outside of the suit, right? Like, he's pretty chunky, pretty tall, big, and hard to miss when he's outside the suit.
He's kind of lean, like athletic. Yeah, I'd say he's quite. Yeah, he's like he's like a fit 25-year-old. Actually, he's probably younger than that. Probably 20, fit 20-year-old.
Yeah, but would Elwyn have been able to notice him doing anything suspicious, since they're like working in tandem in the med bay? Is more the question I'm trying to ask.
No, there doesn't seem to have been anything suspicious.
All right, thank you. Then Elle's gonna go. Listen, the med bay's not that big, based on how June and Mercutio mess with the tech stuff, because that's not my thing. You need specific things for it. I don't have any of that shit in my med bay. That's not my lane. I know you don't like him. I'm not saying you have to like him, but let's get all the information before we throw accusations, because I don't know what malfunction. I don't get that part of the comms very often, unless it's the med bay that's being screwy. But part of security is getting the information first. So let's try to cool it, get all the information before we, start beating up the guy that's helping me do my job, please. And as she's doing that, she's going to switch from the IV fluids to like doing the medic pack, like trying to help with the fur, what she can see of Medlin's fur and things like that, because she knows that their fur is hard to take care of, and she would at least have cursory information about that. And then after she says her piece on getting all the information, and information being a huge piece of security detail, then she's going to just go silent and work.
All right.
Medellin
Carlina
responds with
sorry, go on.
fine. Medellin responds with fine, and then slumps down in an exhausted dehydration.
All right, Carlina, you come around the corner and see them now.
Hey, Medellin, we just checked the computer logs. Apparently that was actually a malfunction that happened as soon as we landed at the station. So, not Boyd. If you had gone into your room while we were at the station, it still might have locked you in there and cooked you. Just
Medellin
so you know, which is still
growls. Medellin growls.
I mean, yeah,
and doesn't say anything else.
Yeah, we don't want you cooked at all, because that was bad. But Mercutio is trying to figure out how the bug happened and fix it. But I think everyone, I don't know, you're the security officer, so I'll let you figure out what plan we need to put in place for that. Because if that malfunctioned on your room, it might come up again. I don't know. I don't know how you want to handle that. But we are tracking the bug, so you are informed, and Mercutio is probably informing Captain Gareth right now. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that was not malicious on anybody's part here on the ship. Just so you're aware. So there's no need to go shooting anybody right now.
Okay.
Are you feeling better?
Then I'll be okay, but maybe we should put out a search for that that little life form that was on here before, and see if maybe there was damage that had done.
Oh,
As
sure.
Medlin brings that up, Carlina, it clicks. Yes, this is exactly the sort of thing the glitch gremlins actually are incredibly well known for having done.
Shit, we should have figured this out when we landed. Yes. And I will need some help crawling around in the ducks.
Oh no,
But-
it's dead. It's dead. It just remnants of what it was.
Oh yeah, so we know for a fact that that's cool now.
Yeah. You killed it, right? Didn't you?
No, we didn't find it.
Oh,
We
didn't you?
found
the
the Pharaoh ooze.
No.
We found the
we
Pharaoh
found-
ooze.
Oh, you
not
found the
glitch
pharaohs. Oh
gremlin.
shit, that thing's still there. Oh, okay, good to know. I forgot about that. I thought you guys
Oh
killed
lord.
it. I thought you guys killed it. All right.
Whatever.
Woo!
Yeah, whatever was inside. Whatever was inside, we actually put a panel over it and locked it in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we locked it down.
Yeah, you guys need
We
to.
magnetized Medlin's shield. We magnetized Medlin's shield or a piece of equipment
I do
over the
remember. All right,
Yeah.
you guys definitely need to. You guys need to,
Okay,
to deal with that.
Elwyn, is Madeline okay to do things, or does she need more hydration? Because she did cook. And I'm not overriding you, Madeline.
She's fine.
at all.
Medlin, as Medlin's temperature comes down, and the hydration kicks in, they're doing okay. Gareth, we're now going to switch over to you, as I presume you leave the med bay. Where are you heading?
He's going to head down to see how Medlin's doing and see what's going on. He's gonna.
I'll have
so
you guys.
It's
I'll have you guys all gather together. I feel like everyone's separated and wants to kind of
Sure.
be together. So we'll say that you've all gathered in the rec room at this point, to kind of discuss discuss the gremlin basically.
okay.
You know, again, everyone gets. We're all on the same page. Gremlin's been brought up. Likely the system's error came from it. It's still in the system somewhere. It's in the ship somewhere. We manifested it, but we don't know where the fuck it is. We should probably do something about it. Go.
It's like
Oh, we've got Carlina and Medellin are our smallest people here capable of crawling through the vents. But I've got a side project going on. If I can get like 12 hours tops to deal with it, I might be able to have something that can help us with getting into the vents.
okay. I mean, Expo can get in there as well. Do you think that? I have no experience with. I've heard of them, but I've got no experience with them. Does anybody have experience with them?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming Carlina would have experience with them before, right?
Well, let's make a society roll to find out.
How about Junker lore?
No, it's not really going to apply there.
Engineering lore.
I'll allow an engineering lore.
Okay.
I don't have engineering lore. I just have Junker lore. Oh, there you go, Mercutio. No.
Are these things considered organic or living at all, Dag?
The gremlins, yes.
Would I potentially argue a nature check as xenobiologist background?
No, they're not really. Are they? Hold on, let me read about them a little bit more. Because technically they are digital, but also.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because if they are digital, then obviously it wouldn't apply, but if they're like in the living-ish zone. I figured it couldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, let me just have a quick look here. Okay, here we go. Yada yada yada. Okay, so they're kind of like fey space creatures. So, this one in particular will give you the engineering. But, I'm gonna say... Yeah, I'm gonna say because it's mostly a hologram type thing, that'll be it.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
So with the 16 on society, that's not gonna do it. And what do we get for yours, Mercutio?
You got a 19.
19. All right. So, you would basically know that these creatures effectively come over when data gets corrupted over time. The more and more the data corrupts, the more influence it has. Traditionally, they travel through the ship's systems in order to continue corrupting data, but when manifested, they have a physical body and are effectively trying to find a means to return back. This includes digitizing themselves and requiring some sort of interface, like a VR headset or something like that, in order to return back in by using, the synaptic receptors to force it back into the digital space.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can ask, but otherwise, they're just a squishy little guy.
Is Expo with us?
I might have a plan.
Expo is with you. Insight bonus from Adam Thor. The only VR headset that you guys have is in June's room.
Madeline will tell Expo. Expo, initiate a system security sweep for the thing that we found in the corridor that we locked into the wall, and alert us if it's found.
Can do.
Okay.
Anyway, like Merc would explain all that. Like I said, give me 12 hours at most. My little side project, I could be able to trap them into it, giving them like a semi-permanent residence.
How confident are you could do it?
Well, if it works, we'll have another little robot on the ship. If it doesn't work, we're still going to have a little robot, but it's just not going to be as...
Merc's trying to create his companion thing.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
I think I have help with Carlina. She can help me find the parts. I've already got an AI core for it.
Would Boyd be of any help?
Is Boyd in the room with us?
No.
If he's good with computers, I don't see why he wouldn't be.
Let's try and get him a little better integrated. We can at least ask.
Yeah, I've got no issue with it. Carlina?
No, let's get him integrated onto the crew. Plus, we can use some extra hands.
Madeline, what's your feelings towards that?
Madeline is feeling that getting him integrated into the crew might make him a little bit more amiable towards people, and that maybe once he gets integrated, that she may learn a little bit more and maybe uh, lessen the irritation, but not holding out hope.
Okay. Merc, do you want to ask him?
Yep. Already planned on it, as Merc is opening up the comms. Hey, Boyd, can you meet me and Carlina down in engineering? We could use your help with something computer related.
Yeah, all right, he says.
Thank you.
Elle also chimes in over the comms to Boyd. Thank you very much, Boyd. I appreciate it.
He doesn't say anything back.
Okay. Guys, I will tell you that Boyd and I had some words, and at the moment, I went off on him a little inappropriately. He doesn't want to hear anything from me right now other than ship safety, so I'm going to leave this to you. If there's a problem, let me know, and I'll be doing what I can to get him merged back in.
We got your back, Captain. That was also partially my fault. I take some blame on that one.
I appreciate it. It's still my decision.
He's just an arrogant kid. You gotta cut him some slack.
I will do my best. You know me. I don't.
Well,
anything that I think involves ship safety is not going to be something that I take lightly. Unfortunately.
Elowen, can I get you to make me a wisdom check here? Only because
Just a straight.
Yeah, just a straight wisdom check. Only because I feel like you've spent a little bit more time with Boyd than anyone else. And I feel like maybe you'd have a thought on it. Okay. So, with what you've known about Boyd has shown up by the request of Mr. Glass. Meaning that this character, whoever Mr. Glass is, has recognized Boyd as somebody of use to the group, right? He might be confident, sure. But his confidence and stuff like that has never been misplaced, you know? Like, when he showed up, he kind of, like, made fun of the ship. Not a great idea for, like, bonding and stuff like that, but ultimately, he's not wrong about the ship. It might be taken personally by the people who repair it, but, you know, I mean, case in point, literally it almost killed your security officer of its own volition. Secondly, he was very much blamed very quickly for the actions that weren't his and chewed out for them, when all he's really done since arriving on the ship is fit you out with new equipment and help fix your medbay. So, sort of the idea of him being a cocky kid who needs to be set right. Elowen, for you, as somebody who is, like I said, seen all this, you see another side of the coin. Is Boyd really just some cocky kid who needs to be sorted out?
Hearing everybody's input, Elle's gonna kind of steeple her hands together, take a breath. She's gonna turn to Gareth first. Captain, I'm assuming that Medlin's complaint about Boyd to me when I was patching her up are related to whatever you got into it with him about. Because it seemed like he thought he did something when, hearing the time frame, he was with me. Do you think for a second that I would knowingly take my eyes off of somebody in my med bay? And also keep in mind, he's in a suit and he's pretty hard to miss anyway. But Do you think I would ever intentionally let somebody in my med bay that I think would screw with the safety of this ship? No, 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 no. While he was working with my tech and setting me up, he didn't say an unkind word about anybody. Admitted that he has sometimes social problems, rubbing people the wrong way. But, that happens. We're fairly new as a crew. But he hasn't said an unkind word to anybody, Captain, or about anybody, I should say, because I wasn't there when you were talking to him, obviously. But he's damn good at what he does. My med bay is better fitted now than it has been since the time I've been on this ship. I am better able to do my job because of him. Confidence isn't always arrogance, Captain. And while it's another person adjusting to the crew, adjusting to everything, he's not a cocky kid that necessarily needs to be put in order. I think he needs to be recognized for how good he is, because Mr. Glass would not have put him on this ship for no reason. Based on how I saw him work, he's good at what he does. And I think he got off on a bad foot, and that's ruining the... And she kind of stalls on her last words. She's like, this is the beginning of Boyd's story, and you're already putting him in jail. The framed innocent and whatever. And just everybody needs to take a breath and chill about Boyd.
I don't know why you're saying everybody. I have not said a single ill thing about him this entire time, and I don't like that insinuation.
Okay.
Apologies, Merc. Just, I've heard multiple things from multiple sides. I did not mean to include literally everyone.
But you are correct.
Okay.
He needs a chance to prove himself to us, and this is his shot. If he can help me and Carlina get my project up and running, then I'm always willing to give people their fair chance. It always have been. Took a couple 100 years, but I got there.
Hopefully I get it faster than you do. But appreciate the help and the insight, and let's do our best to make up for my main faux pas with him and try and bring him in. I will talk to him. At least I'll try.
Madeline is thinking about the conversation with Mr. Glass and how he said that he knows things about us, and says, I'm just a bit wary about being forced to take on this crew member who could spy and report back.
A very excellent point. His loyalties aren't with you and the crew. His loyalties at present are with Mr. Glass, who, as far as you know, has leveraged you very quickly with, by having you owe him for saving you from the Ratchets.
Elle's just gonna quickly say to that, do you not think Mr. Glass is already watching the ship in some way? There may not be a visible modification, but the man's got a network. He's probably watching whether we know it or not.
Yes, and Boyd could be part of that. This could be a security issue.
Look, I've dealt with having people forced upon my groups before. Even if he is here to spy, what's there to find out? That our captain is old, our resident medic is a bookworm, our security officer and our second engineer has anger issues, and that their main engineer is a robot.
Well, you don't know and everything about all of us, and frankly, there's some things that some people don't want to get out.
Exactly. There's a lot of things you don't know about me, and that you'll never know about me. But it's simple. Don't say anything you shouldn't say. If you wouldn't say it in front of us, definitely don't say it in front of Boyd. Definitely. And if you are wary of there being bugs in the ship, don't say it.
Madeline doesn't respond and keeps her some thoughts to herself. Um, but is a little bit upset because, again, Mr. Glass said he knows things, and there's things that Madeline does not want people to know.
All right. At this point in time, the crew is, well, I presume, dismissed for the most part to carry about their duties. And when we return next week, we will continue our travel. As you all go about your business and the like, Boyd would sort of find himself a place to kind of like put his stuff and things that Madeline put into the corridors and stuff. And for the most part, the first day will go by relatively easily. If Gareth wishes to speak with Boyd on that first day, we'll coin some time for there. Otherwise, it'll happen along their journey. Now, as our heroes are heading down the drift, there's a thoom outside of Absalom Station. A single steward vessel enters the drift in pursuit. In its pilot seat, an angry-looking Vlaka. He plugs his ear into the cybernetic HUD that he wears on the side of his face. He says, "You will not escape me, Gareth. I will have you pay for what you did. And even if I have to do it myself, I will ensure that you will not hurt another person again." And into the drift, the stewardship goes. And that is where we're going to end today's session. Woo!
Damn.
That was a hot one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Fucking love that. Good job, guys. Wow. Before we head off, I just want to do some above table, kind of like make sure that everyone is good and stuff like that. Sometimes heavy stuff happens, and that's all good as well. I want to assure you guys that that the plan for the malfunction was always in the cards. It wasn't an improv thing. So I was very curious at how it would go, and honestly, it went pretty much exactly how I thought it would go. But man, I did not expect everyone to come down on Boyd at the same time. I was like, oh wow, that was harder than I thought. But then once it all kind of came to fruition, it was kind of like everyone taking that back pedal and being like, I actually honestly thought Boyd was gonna crack Gareth in the skull, like, because for him, he knew he hadn't done anything wrong, and it was like, part of it is like, because I didn't want to do the whole like, oh, it's because I'm an orc, isn't it? Because in his mind, it's like, well, yeah, it's because I'm an orc, like people don't trust orcs or people don't trust cyborgs or people, you know what I mean? Like he was gonna go that way, but I thought it kind of cheapened. I thought it would cheapen the experience of it being a personal, like, kind of disagreement if I made it about anything other than what you guys were talking about. So I chose not to do that. But yeah, the relationship with Boyd is very interesting. I'm glad that we've got like Mercutio, who's kind of in the neutral category, Elwyn is in the positive category, Carlina, who I think is also in the neutral category, as well as June. Really, I think June's actually positive because Yeah, so we've got, two bad relationships, two neutral relationships, two good relationships with Boyd, which is perfect because you don't always necessarily want everyone to get along with everyone, and it's going to make for a very cool story. But I did want to check in with everyone, gauge player feelings and stuff like that. How's everyone doing? Everyone's okay? Because I know that obviously when we get into conflict stuff, we want to make sure that player wise everyone's good, everyone's fine. Anything anyone wants to get out into the open, we can do that now or even afterwards as well. I just want to open that up here, also to show audience members how it might look. So anything that they.
Yeah, so I just want to be clear, all of that is in character. L is very much a gather the information so you have the full story sort of character, and just the baseless accusations and all the back and forth is something that just kind of ticks her off just because of who she is as a person. But above table, player wise, I think everybody did great, and I'm hoping no hard feelings above the table. Like that, all that conflict was completely in character on my side. So that's my piece.
Nice. I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds. I just have the front door. I will be right back. But keep talking.
Yeah,
on
no,
on
it's-
Medeline's part, Medeline is coming from not only a security perspective, but from a personal protection perspective.
Yeah, and that's and it's and that's okay. It's like, the it's interesting. I was a little bit surprised that Gareth went off quite as strongly as he did. Not shocked, but it's what it was sort of, it was the way it started and it's the way it closed out. And there's going to be some interesting dynamics from that in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So that just makes life more interesting.
I think I had. Yeah, I think I had a lot of fun with like Carlina's not an emotional guardian. She's a like I'm gonna stand in front of you and take hits for you. So like Ellen doesn't wind up crushed up against the wall kind of thing again. But like she knows she has to prevent Madeline from getting near Boyd when Madeline was that pissed off, but she also knows Madeline was clearly not in good shape due to the state that she was in. So she was trying to take on that protector role, but words are also not her thing. So she was kind of stumbling, but she knew kind of what she had to do. And part of that was making sure she stayed away from Boyd. And then all of a sudden, she's like, I mean, yeah, it could be a malfunction, but clearly it was Boyd because the two of them have been after each other. And he kind of threatened her on the bridge when Carlina was on the bridge with them. So she was immediately suspicious of Boyd. And now she has this deep guilt when she realized, oh shit, I blame this dude and it was not his fault. So she's now feeling really bad about just immediately jumping to the wrong conclusion. So like she's now carrying this guilt. So I think next session there's going to be some guilt playing into it, and I like those depths of character that I think are really cool, but I also think that's really human because I think all of us has done a thing where we've jumped to the wrong conclusion and someone else has gotten hurt for it. And I think it's cool that, maybe there's something I can do in game to fix Boyd's hurt feelings that I probably wasn't able to do in real life. So it's kind of like a way to atone for that.
Interesting. That'd be kind of cool. All right. Is that everything, everyone?
I mean,
Yep.
like you said, Merc's in the neutral category. He doesn't really have an opinion. He knows that he didn't do it, so why should he be upset at him about it? I mean, Merc also knows that the ship's not in the best condition. He and Carlina just kind of tried to keep it together at this point.
Hmm.
So the comment about the ship, about him being surprised the ship still flies, yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise that it still manages to do its job. So Merc's just not in either, like, he's just like, yeah, no, you're right. You didn't have to say it like that, but you're not wrong.
Cool. Amazing. No, I like it. And it sounds like everyone's coming at this from a good space. Sounds like everyone's kind of like learning that, you know, like the dynamics can kind of shift and change, which is good. I'm glad that we are able to kind of embrace a little bit of comedy, a little bit of joy. Because remember, this is a found family comedy adventure kind of thing as well. So I don't want to linger too heavily on, like, you know, the bad vibes and stuff like that. But it was nice that we had, like, the fun stuff with EXO. We've got the, you know, like, sort of really, really cool, like, motherly dynamic from Elowen. So there's plenty of stuff that's going to help balance it all out as well. So if you do feel like maybe you're going down a character path that might be a little bit more of that, don't hesitate to do the silly thing. Don't hesitate to do the fun thing. Don't hesitate to kind of bring that up if you're starting to feel that. And I want to encourage that, and I will go along with whatever you guys present to this. Like if Mercutio ends up going, now where the fuck did I leave my arm? Son of a bitch. you know, stuff like that. Sure, let's do it. Have fun with it. Yeah? All right, but guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael. The Dead is the Game. This is my place. This is my face. We will be back on Wednesday for Season of Ghosts. More cool, fun stuff like that. Because we might be losing Neil. Who knows? We'll find out when we return. Yeah, we did. Yeah, because Neil turned into a bear and decided to fight the headless horseman, and that's not going good. But we'll see what happens. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free, and as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.